my name's Natasha and welcome to my channel, Only in Your Mind. This week's makeup is Totoro from Hayao Miyazaki's film, My Neighbor Totoro. This was actually a requested makeup as well. I'll put the person who requested this makeup somewhere around here. Now, when I decided to do this makeup, I looked for tons and tons of reference photos, and they were all so cute, but the one that I thought was unique and a challenge to do was the one with Totoro kind of hidden in the night. And I really thought it was really cool that they had Satsuki and Mei, which are the main characters in this film, and I thought that it would add a very awesome touch, just because without these kids you can't see Totoro. And I added a couple of different things into this. I added his smile so it would show up a little bit better, and a pink nose, which wasn't in the actual photo that I found, and it was in different photos, and then the little leaf. So if you guys want to see how I did this makeup, please keep watching. So guys, like in all my other videos, I'm wearing a strapless dress, and I'm using this new white eyeliner to mark off the areas that I want my design to be on. Here's the reference photo that inspired me to do this makeup look. And of course the design is not identical to the photo that I'm using, but I added some things in, like I said, and I used that reference photo to inspire me to do this design. So right here I am using a dark blue from Paradise, and earlier I used a light blue from Paradise for the bottom of the design. Then I'm going to take a face painting sponge and I'm going to blend both colors in where they meet in the middle. So remember guys that I've been using like caps to make circles. I found this really cool pouncer, I think it's called, at Walmart, and it's a sponge, and I could just put the paint that I want on it and then create a nice circle. So I'm using that for Totoro's eyes. And then I have this really awesome dark blue from, I think it's Diamond FX or Global. I'll definitely put that in my description box below. But it is actually from one of their split cakes, which has a bunch of different colors. And I definitely have to get that blue separate because it is such a cool, vibrant, dark color. But for the white, I am using Paradise White for the eyes and the mouth, and then for the chest area of Totoro. When I had this request to do this makeup, I was so excited because I've always wanted to see the movie My Neighbor Totoro, and actually I started watching the movie a couple of times, and my son was like, I have to see the movie, so I stopped watching it. But because I had a request, I went ahead and watched it, and it was the cutest movie ever. So back to the makeup. So after I completed the moon, I used some light gray in the moon with the sponge that you saw earlier. And now this is my favorite part of the makeup, is two little girls. And I started drawing them as stick figures, and then I'll build around that design to create what they'll look like. And of course, when I was doing this design, when I sat up, I could see the image in the camera, and then when I bent my head down, you couldn't see that much of the work that I was doing. But I had to erase part of it, so I will be sitting up a little higher in a little bit. So as that white dries after I erased the little girl design, which is May, I'll be doing the lines on the teeth and the dots in the eyes with this black from Cameleon. Here I am sitting up a little bit higher. I'm actually sitting on two cushions and also kneeling on my knees just to get this to be a little bit higher, but it's very hard to get it in the camera's angle because when you bend your head down, you kind of go a little bit lower just to see what you're doing, so you lose some of the image in the frame because you have to see what you're doing. But this is my favorite part of the design, is the two little girls, and it's the cutest part in the movie too. If you guys have a chance, check out that movie. It's so adorable. So the big girl is Satsuki and the little girl is Mei. And here I am painting Satsuki holding an umbrella and Mei handing Satsuki something. The black that I'm using and have been using is my favorite black from Cameleon. So of course I'm painting the umbrella and the girls in that black, also the floor too, with the little grass and everything like that around Satsuki and Mei. And they are basically, everything there is basically like a shadow in the moonlight. So I thought that was really interesting when I found this image. So right here is where I decided to change up my design and add a leaf, and you'll see that if you watch the movie where that comes in. But I'm going to put a leaf on his head, and I'm using a dark green and a light green from Paradise for the leaf. Then another thing that I thought that you couldn't really see in my design or even in the image that I had was his nose. So for Totoro's nose, I looked up another image and saw one with a pink little nose. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm adding the pink little nose on my bottom lip for Totoro. Another thing that I thought was pretty interesting when I was looking for photos of Totoro was that they were all so cute and adorable. And of course he is very cute and adorable. But he does have that crazy looking smile, and I wanted to add that smile in to my makeup. And I tried my very best to kind of get the makeup to look like the image that I got online. And I know it doesn't really look too much like Totoro, but I really like the way the makeup turned out, and I want to thank the person who suggested this makeup. Now I'm going to darken out the negative space with black and then add some stars on top of Totoro, because he's kind of the sky and the night in this design. Oh yeah, and then I'm going to add some white for some highlights just so you can see him better. But I would like to take the time to say thank you again, guys, for sitting here and watching me do this makeup of Totoro. I really enjoyed this makeup, and I hope you guys did too. You guys are amazing, and I will see you guys next week. Thank you so much for watching me do this makeup of Totoro from the film My Neighbor Totoro. If you guys haven't seen this, you guys need to check it out. It's pretty cute and adorable. And if you guys like this makeup of Totoro with the added extra art features, please give me a like. Don't forget to subscribe, because I would love it if you are part of Only in Your Mind family. And I will see you guys next week.